Alright, you guys, well, here is the new drift car. I think that this car is going to take a lot more abuse than the Genesis, just because the Genesis is a little more expensive to maintain. So this unit is finally home. This bad boy is ready to start getting slid. I just got back from a 300-mile drive, so it's not in the cleanest condition, but it is in very condition, if you know what I mean. We can literally walk around the car and there's not one ding on the car. There might be like one or two, but like this thing is in great condition for the price that I got it for. Great condition. There's no dents. Like, it's great, but it is missing a bumper, which is easy. I could find it at a junkyard easy. So now let's open up the hood. Here is the beauty in all of its glory. It's pretty clean. Not the cleanest, but it could be better. But oh, look, there's a 10mm right there. That's funny. So technically, it's not ready to drift. It actually does not start. The previous owner was telling me how he couldn't figure out how to get it started. He replaced a bunch of parts in it, like the fuel pump, some coils, and a bunch of other stuff, and it just was not running for him. So now, let's do some diagnosing and see if I can figure out how to get this thing running so that I could turn it into a hardcore drift car. I doubt it's gonna start, but I mean, if it does, it's great. Yeah, I don't think it's battery. So first thing that I am going to check on the car is to see if the car is getting spark. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take out the coil packs and I'm going to test the ohms on each of them. If it's not that, then it either has to be not enough fuel or not enough air. One or the other. As I was taking out the cold air intake, I see this. And this, not gonna lie, this mass airflow sensor looks pretty cheap. So that's something that I am probably going to change next. Also, another thing that I saw when I took it off is this huge vacuum leak, like with no cap on it. So that is pretty interesting. We need to find out what hose this goes to. So all of them are actually reading like 1.8 ohms, which I think is enough. So let's go to the other side and let's see how the other side looks. All right, so just my look. When I tried taking this coil out, freaking ripped. So I got another coil, actually, I have another coil right here, and then I bought another MAF sensor because this one just looks like really cheap. So I bought a new one. So some super exciting news is it is actually running now. So what the issue was, such a small issue, bro. This ground was not completely connected. It was just like this bolt was just out like half an inch. So that was wrong. And then the prior owner, let's see if I could show you. The prior owner swapped this coil for, I think a coil back there. He swapped out this wire right there. So I swapped that around and it wasn't misfiring anymore. And also this MAF, the MAF that he had in it, the prior owner, was not the best. So we're gonna go to the junkyard. I am gonna get a MAF sensor, a coil pack, just one because that one ripped off. And then I'm gonna get a bunch of spark plugs and I'm gonna change the oil so that I know when the oil was changed last. Then the car should be ready to start sliding and start to have some fun with it. Now this car, on the other hand, I'm still waiting for the engine to come back as of right now, which is July 13th. All right, so I just got back from the junkyard. We have this OEM mass airflow sensor, so this is going to be a lot better for this car. Then I also have oil that I am going to swap in there. And I also grabbed 2 coils, one just in case, because obviously this one is pretty damaged. So I grabbed 2 more. There was also a huge vacuum leak right there, like I showed in the other clip, and these are the two hoses that I got. I got this one. I'm probably going to cut it down because I didn't know if this one was long enough. So this piece like tees into the pipe right there, just like that. It just needs to be a little bit longer. Something else that I'm going to do is put in these older spark plugs. I don't know what the last owner put in them, but I am putting in some NGK spark plugs. All right, every coil is in. That side is good. It has a new coil in it. It also has a new spark plug along with all of the other cylinders. Now that all of that is done, I'm going to drain the oil and see how the oil looks. Hopefully the oil doesn't look bad. All right, so we have the oil filter coming off. Not that dark, kind of dark, low-key. Not that bad, to be honest. Let's see how the oil draining looks. Well, thank God it's not milky, and thank God it's not like pure black, bro. All right, let's just throw this in here. And then drop some oil in it, and it should be good to rip. All right, all the oil is in it. Now, let's get in the car, start it. Let's see how it runs. And yes, y'all boys, it is a manual. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing sounds healthy. Listen to that. Running 10 times better than what I got it as. Oh wait, it actually didn't even run. When I took it for a drive last night, I could definitely tell that either the driver's side wheel bearing or the passenger side wheel bearing is toast, because it was just whoa, 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 like a terrible sound. So that is one other thing that I have to replace. I obviously have to get a bumper. I'm thinking about getting a 350 or a 370Z like replica bumper, because that, in my opinion, looks the best. And also, it has a stock exhaust. This exhaust is way too quiet for me. There are some other small things that I've ran into that I've noticed are little quirks of this car. Like this window, I don't know why, but like it doesn't go up all the way. It's really weird. But the door works. So that's a good thing. Something else that I didn't know he had in here. God, something I didn't know was in here is 210s, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, you guys, this is the new drift car. It is already a manual and it's ready to be drifted. This car, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing with this car yet. I'm kind of leaning towards it turning into like kind of like a show car, but also a drift car, because it's also gonna be manual swapped and it's also gonna have like a big turbo in it. So it's obviously gonna get driven. But I think that this might turn into like the main drift car, and this will just be kind of like an every now and then drift car. But it still will be drifted. Don't get me wrong, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Future content coming with this thing soon. See you in the next video.